I am what I am, a California birth product of Chinese runaways from a war called Vietnam. But I ain't like you, why? Because you're stupid. Stoop, as in so low, like the time you drove your two boys home drunk from that wedding so many goddamn years ago. Id, as in not the ego or superego. Desires a wet brain can't help but to help grow, but I know. Now what I didn't know then, you see I understand what it means to lack control. But still, that doesn't change what Mom said to Sis leading up to her death in '89 when I was 9. Don't marry a drunk, she said. A couple years later, Sis is putting up incense on her shrine, trying to explain as to why you put us in danger. One instance out of so many, how many sleepless nights I had, waiting for you to park your Buick on the side of the street. Vivid is my memory, the sound of the constant repetitive screech of your tires, and I was always so tired. What does that sound now? The sound of nothing, because you stopped coming home. The father who could have easily been replaced by a gnome, except without the red hat. You never asked me what I thought about that, did you? The lackluster stumbles of poetic saxophone melodies seep into my brain as you take on 251 chords. You're so much like your dad, they said to me. The musical prodigy they said I was supposed to be. But I am mediocre at best. I'll play some shows with you, Pops, but I can't put it to rest the way our saxophones topple over and hits the ground. It's not the most melodic of sounds. Brass imitates gold, the lies get old, and we are left with illusions of what it's supposed to be. And in it hides a very different version of me. Pride engulfing shame, patterns seem mundane, music turns to screeches, and again I feel so tired. I get it though, you know? I do. A war-torn country, thrusting everyone into running, into hiding, jumping from rowboats to U.S. tankers, risking every unknown so that we may have an opportunity to do something different, something better. And upon arriving, not speaking a lick of English, trying to provide while feeling a sense of failure. So you drank. And with liquor, you just kept adding to your shame bank. And unable to face us, your presence became scarce. Time makes everything seem less harsh, so it seems. What I don't get is how we simply weren't good enough for you. A few years back, Sis told me you said you stopped getting blasted because your girl didn't want you to drink anymore, and the truth is, it really stung her to the core because Mom wasn't good enough. We weren't good enough, but this girl who you ran away to was, and so you lost your long-term buzz, but I understand it. You found someone who relied on you, and so you did what you had to and came through. She just had it rough though, you know, after Mom died, in college and taking over every aspect of the family, waiting for you to show up, waiting for all of us, really. I'm not like you, and I don't feel shame. Not anymore. And now the music plays with a different set of chords. Whatever it takes is what I've learned, and the chains of alcoholism finally breaks. Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. But you can choose to stay sober. And so you have. This poem was supposed to rhyme and have a sequence of beats and time, but I wanted to end it as simply put, so that I may say what I need to say as clearly as possible, so there is no misunderstanding. And here it is. I'm proud of you, Dad.